Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Beacon. We are glad you have joined us for worship today. If you're here for the first time, we would just like to welcome you and invite you to fill out the front flap of your bulletin, tear it off, and drop it in the offering plate as it goes around. We would also like to invite you to stop by our Welcome Center, where you can pick up a welcome packet, which is filled out with everything you need to know about Beacon. Now on to this week's updates. First up, if you recently started attending Beacon, or if you've been coming for a while, but you've never been to a welcome lunch before, we would love to have you join us after the 11 a.m. service for an informal luncheon. This is a great opportunity to meet our staff, our church leadership, and it gives us a chance to get to know you as well. Next up, our Spring SOAR Session 2 classes are starting next Wednesday. Check out these descriptions.
We've got 5 great adult classes for you to choose from for this SOAR session. First off, in Marriage is a Dance, Pastor Pete will be teaching about how marriage, like dancing, involves a lot of coordination, skill, and give and take. Part of each class will also involve learning a dance with your partner, taught by Diane Gager. This class is designed to be a fun and informative experience for married and engaged couples.
Next up, in Everyday Talk, led by Bob and Carol Chamberlain, parents with toddlers are invited to come explore how to make the most of those everyday moments in between shoe tying and tower building when children are building their worldviews. Come learn practical and creative ways to talk with your children every day using this study by John A. Yentz.
Next up, have you got peace when it comes to your finances? No matter where you're at financially, this class, led by Greg Loomer, is an invitation to look at money matters from Jesus' perspective rather than our society's perspective, and to find the freedom and peace that brings. Join us as we discuss the spiritual aspect of money, how to put our finances in perspective, the freedom that comes from eliminating debt, and building a lifetime plan to honor God.
Next, what does real Christianity look like? How does a Christ follower mature in the direction of becoming more Christ-like? This course, led by Pastor Bob, will use a book written by William Wilberforce, the man who brought about the end of slavery in England's colonies, to strengthen the way we think and the way we relate to the world around us.
And finally, calling all men. Have you ever been mentored? Do you have the ability to be a mentor to others? Our final course, called As Iron Sharpens Iron, and led by Pastor Al, will use this book by Howard and William Hendricks to learn about the important concept of Christian mentoring and how one man can sharpen another to grow strong, firm, and steadfast in our love and devotion to Christ and others.
And last but not least, here's the scoop on Easter week. First up, don't miss the Road to Redemption this Thursday, a walk in Jesus' footsteps on the way to the cross. You can arrive anytime between 7:30 and 8:30 p.m. Groups of 20 to 25 will set out every 10 minutes for a multi-sensory experience as we journey through 5 stations around our property. Childcare will be provided in the nursery wing for ages 5 and under, and older children are encouraged to take the journey with their families. You won't want to miss this opportunity to let Easter week come to life for you. We hope you'll join us, and feel free to bring a friend. We will also be meeting at noon on Thursday for lunch and to pray that God would use the Road to Redemption and the Easter services to bring about life change in our community. If you're available for lunch this Thursday, we would love to have you join us. Then on Sunday, join us for our sunrise celebration at 6:30 a.m. on the lake in the Village Green in Smithville, and for our Easter services here at 9 and 11 a.m. All right, everyone, that's it for this week's highlights. Have a blessed worship time and a happy Palm Sunday.